Call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash, call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. First and foremost, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash, the great Ali Shaddad of Israel, the great I am, the possessor of heaven and earth, and of the spirits of heaven and earth. I come before in the name of Yahweh Shai, the Adonai, the Hamashiach, the light of this world, the one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become your his father's right arm, my redeemer, my comforter, and my salvation, and only one that plead his blood over Israel, the only nation, granted for salvation. Giving all respect and giving all respect to Great Millstone, uh, GM or GMS as you will call them, the ones who gave me this wisdom and knowledge and understanding from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, through his only begotten son Yahweh Shai, and giving our respect to the Akim, the ones that are solo and going on the highways and byways and doing their own videos, risking their freedom and their life to do so, and giving our respect to the Aqua, the women that's whether you got a man or not, you listening to the truth and you learning about the truth in silence and giving respect to your band, whether you got a man or not, and obeying Yahweh Bashim Al Shai in the name of Yahweh Shai, his law, with all respect and learning in silence. I'm coming back to you with another video, bringing out another video, calling Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, name Al Shai, doing one before I have to go to work. And, today's video is pointed towards a certain subject. If you have people that are if you have people that you care about and that you love that are not in the truth, you got to cut them off. Not as cut them off, as in like, physically, like, get away from them and stuff. Or, if you got the money, get your own apartment and stuff, you can't do that. But cutting these people off spiritually, having a spiritual discernment that if they don't make it into the truth on their own, then it's 9 times out of 10 they can be destroyed by the Most High. You got to be able to have a strong sense, have a strong mind, have a strong spirit to choose Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai over your family. That is true. You know what I'm saying? So, my subject today is to, if you got family, you got friends, you got homies, you know what I'm saying? You got cousins, you got best friends. It's best just to spiritually cut them off. And because when these times come and Jacob's trouble does come, you don't want to feel like you felt, feel bad because they died. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to feel bad because the Lord then snatched your girlfriend up because she didn't believe. You know what I'm saying? Or your parents got killed and they got robbed and they got attacked and destroyed because they didn't believe. You don't want to feel like you hold that resentment towards the Lord. And if you have that understanding, you wouldn't resent Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying, for the things that he's about to do, So we're gonna get into a couple of Bible precepts real quick, and this will be the part 1 of it all, because even I had friends and people that I cared about, but the more and more I progressed in the world, you know what I'm saying, and the further that I've gotten to the truth, I look behind me and I was the only one, you know what I'm saying? So, I was the only one spiritually. I may be around, I may see like a couple of friends every now and then, you know what I'm saying? I may be able to, I may see, people that I care about, but at the end of the day, are they in the truth? Are they getting themselves together for all these things that are coming? I don't care. Like I said, I don't care even if it was your mom or your dad or your granny or your sister or your son. You got to be able to have that strength. You know what I'm saying? That this is real strength. You know what I'm saying? Not any fake, phony strength, to prepare yourself for these times to come, because 9 times out of 10, if they not in the truth, the Lord will take them. So we're going to get into a couple of Bible precepts relating on that. If they're not out there on the highways and byways, like brothers that's supposed to be out there on the highways and byways doing the work, but they say that they believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, from what I've been told, and it is true. You know what I'm saying? Faith without works is dead. So um, even people that believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, more is required of you. So if you're not doing any of the work, then you 9 times out of 10 you can be destroyed by the Most High for being a slack, for being lazy. So and sometimes the Lord wants you to spiritually cut. You know what I'm saying? Ties with these people spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Cut ties with your family, cut ties with your friends, cut ties with your best friend, cut ties with your girlfriend. Anything that's getting in the way of your relationship between you and Yahweh Shem Shai, you know what I'm saying? Cut ties with them spiritually. Even if you with them, cut ties with them spiritually. Know, okay, I'm in these times. 9 times out of 10, if they don't get into the truth like I do, like I'm into the truth, they can be killed. They will be killed. They will be destroyed. That's why the Most High say, it's not good to be with a person that's a 2/3, because 9 times out of 10, in the Lord's wrath, you can be destroyed right along with them, or trying to protect them, and you got those spiritual ties still to them, because spiritual ties meaning that you care about them, you love them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to leave them. You don't want to see no harm come to them. That's being weak, and you don't know the truth about this ministry. You don't know the truth about what you're getting yourself into. This is the truth, because in the times to come, you cannot have feeling. You can only have feeling for Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the name Yahushai. Now, if you get them to convert and they repent, then they can be into the truth. Now you can care about them. But as far as I'm concerned, you got to prepare yourself for these times to come to not care. You know what I'm saying? You might have a sign of remorse and, a little bit of mourning, but don't let that anchor you down. If you got to get away from your family, then get away from them. You know, if you can't, if they not in the truth, and during these times of Jacob's trouble that's about to occur, then you got to have strength to leave them behind. Even if you have to journey by yourself, because I'm even preparing myself for that. So we're gonna go into Lamentations right now. It's Lamentations chapter 2 verse 1. How Yahweh has covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger. He has cast down from heaven to earth the beauty of Israel, and did not remember his footstool in the day of his anger. Yahweh Bashem Hawashai swallowed up and has not pitied all the dwelling places of Jacob. He has thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He has brought them down to the ground. He has profaned the kingdom and its princes. He's talking about slavery. It's not hard to discern what he's talking about, how he cast us down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? He gave the world over to our oppressor, which is the white man today. So it says, he has cut off in fierce anger every horn of Israel. He has drawn back his right hand from before the enemy. He has blazed against Jacob like a flaming fire, devouring all around. Standing like an enemy, he bent his bow. With his right hand like an adversary, he has slain all who were pleasing to his eye. On the tent of the daughter of Jerusalem, he has poured out his fury like fire. Yahweh Shema Shai was like an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. He has swallowed up all her palaces. He has destroyed her strongholds, and has increased mourning and lamentation in the daughter of Judah. So right now, like it was in the past, like this Bible is describing time and time again in the past, you know what I'm saying? If it were not for Yahweh Shai dying on the cross, the Lord could just easily forget about us and destroy us. But because Yahweh Shai and the name Yahweh Shai loved us, and Yahweh Shai loves us, Yahweh Shai made the sacrifice, which he is the peace treaty, the Prince of Peace. You know what I'm saying? To get us to be reunited with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Most High, to be at peace with us. But now, today, this still applies for the future, because the wicked 2/3, they won't listen. They not going to care about your readings, about, oh, look what I've learned in the Bible today, or about, did you know the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the name Yahushai, or did you check on the news? You know what I'm saying? While you over there describing your beautiful you know, over there describing what you've seen and the knowledge that you've gained. They rolling blunts. They drunk as hell. You know what I'm saying? They high off powder. You know, you just giving them something. They think that the Bible is something to talk about. They think that that it's amazing, that it's beautiful, it's glamorous, but it does have a truth. It does have a bitter side to it. In order for you to join Yahweh Shem Yahshai, everything that you're doing, like weed, like drinking, over drinking, because you could be a drunk, you know, and you can over abuse that, even though it's in the book that you can get drunk and drink wine, but not till it inflames you. Or are you doing drugs? Are you super duper rich? You just so into money. You don't have time for anything else. Um, Being gay, you know what I'm saying? Um, Idolatry. Being into idolatry, like you worshiping different idols and you into Buddha. You got weird family members like that because the way America is made, you can do anything you want, and the white people don't believe in God, so the America is not established on Yahweh Shem Shai's laws. You know what I'm saying? So there is a consequence. There is a punishment for the things that you know our people are doing because they support what the white man doing. They could care less about what the Hebrew Israelites think. You know what I'm saying? And they could care less about what GMS say. They're actually against it, you know. So the Lord isn't gonna do what he did in the past. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do it now in the future. He's gonna destroy and kill Israel. So you gotta have don't mind me and my little crunchy beard. So you gotta be able to have that discernment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to be strong in the word, you know? Let's go get up another because the day of the Lord anger is approaching. And he's going to start first with the house of Israel, meaning that Jacob's trouble is on its way. And you don't want to be one of these people that in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you are an enemy. Because if your family don't believe, if your friends don't believe, if your girlfriend don't believe, your kids don't believe, then God is going to kill them and take them out of the way. So, you know, for those of them that are coming into the truth, is you think it's simple. Well, it is pretty simple, but at the same time, it is a choice too. So you got to be able to make your choice and to get into it. Some people's lives, you know what I'm saying? Some people's lives are made that way, are manufactured that way. You know what I'm saying? To where, like, you know what? You know what? I don't even care no more. Fuck this. Fuck my family. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have a girl. It's just too much to require these dumb ladies, these dumb women, who, if you feel like, if they feel like you lacking, because they run shit right now, they require more of you. Oh, you should get a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? You should get some more jewelry. You should get yourself a car. You know, oh, you need a better job. The jobs that you working ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your apartment isn't good enough. Shit like that is about to get these women killed. You know? For real. We in Ezekiel chapter 30, verse 1, it says, the word of Yahweh came to me saying, again, saying, son of man, prophesied and say, thus Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, woe to the day. Okay, so woe is pointing towards, woe means bad time. And it's also another reference to World War I, World War II, World War III. So he's talking about war. He's talking about destruction. He's also talking about in this passage the Woe 3 that's coming. You know what I'm saying? World War 3, you know? So it says, well, woe to the day, for the day is near. It is near. You know, you're seeing all these signs and these horrible things happening. And Ukraine is a big major sign out of the Bible. We don't need to be concerned about it. We just need to pay attention to it. You know, because right now, a couple of hours ago, Russia just blew up a nuclear power plant belonging to Ukraine. They tried to make it explode, you know, but I also got intel that today that Russia is trying to cut off all communication and cameras from America. You know what I'm saying? Because they keep pushing propaganda, they keep talking mess, so they're trying to cut all that off. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, we know the medium is short. Media is short for medium, which they got a lot of sorcery and control. White man got a lot of sorcery and control over America and they news. So 9 times out of 10, we gotta discern and we gotta figure out for ourselves what is truth and what is lie. So a lot of stuff that the Americans are doing, they over there pushing the propaganda, they over there making fun of Russia, they over there telling you lies about how Ukraine is holding their own and they're being obliterated. I don't care what nobody say, they're getting their ass kicked to the point to where they're gonna need help, you know. But at the same time, you gotta be able to cherry pick and have understanding at the same time what's true and what's a lie. So we at the point to where we're gonna watch further. You know what I'm saying? Watch further and see what happens. But 9 times out of 10, this is a part of the birth pangs. This is a part of what's happening. This is following up to the world war that's coming. And Jacob's trouble that's gonna start before the World War III really takes effect. It will be Jacob's trouble. Right now, we got major signs of a food shortage. Just like at least like 2 weeks ago, they started having small problems with the little Salvation Army banks. From what I've been heard, like certain ones aren't getting food to be like given away. They don't have the food to be given away. And slowly but surely, these places, if they keep going with the thing that's going on in Canada and the imports of food that's not being able to be provided correctly to all of America right now, then they're not gonna really have too much food for these places. They'll be slowly but surely running out of their stock. Instead of replacing the stock and having plenty of food to give, they're gonna have only just a certain amount to give out, and that'll be the last of their stock. Period. So they don't have too much food that's going around. Meanwhile, while everybody is paying attention to the war and the potential World War III that's going on, they slowly but surely concocting another plague. You know what I'm saying? To spread around. So if your attention is taken off one thing, it's put on another. When you should be circumspect and paying attention to all things. That's why at the end of the day, if your family ain't on that, if your friends ain't on that, if your people not worried about it, and you the only one that keeps seeing these strange signs, you know what I'm saying, and nobody is listening to you, then that shows you that in time, when these things happen, in time, you're gonna have to choose, and you should already have made your choice. I'm gonna roll with Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. If he tell me to leave my family, I'm gonna lead him. If he tell me to leave my girl, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna leave my girl. That's just what it is. If he tell me to leave my girl and my kids, well, that's an entirely different situation. But I would, you know what I'm saying? But like God say, woe to the women with child in those days. You're not even supposed to be having kids in these days. You're not supposed to. Excuse me, on my damaged teeth and all that, but and my scrubbly beard. But I'm trying to go into customs. I'm doing the best I can. It's also just signs and proof that this world is kicking my ass, man. It really is. It's crushing me. As strong as I am and as hard as I go, living in a white man world, it's not enough. It's not enough. They want you to do fucked up shit in order for you to live in a white man world. Like kill your family. You know what I'm saying? Be brainwashed in school. You know what I'm saying? Betray your friends, go and gangbang if you don't make it in school, and sell drugs. They want you to do certain things, knowing that it's wicked. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you'll make it, because the white man works through wickedness. So that's the only way we'll be able to make it in this Edomite kingdom, is that we do the wrong thing. And if we do the right thing, most likely it'll corrupt you. The more and more you push into the white man's knowledge and, oh, I'm going to be a doctor no matter what, and I'm going to show my family, I'm going to go to college, I'm not going to worry about them, I'm going to get my own stuff. That's exactly how the white man gets the majority of us, you know? So, in my life, I wasn't that smart, and I decided, hey, man, I could do it on my own, And I thought it was before, because I was brainwashed into believing that if I don't make it in school, I'll be a bum and I can't make it nowhere. Little do I know that this is a part of my captivity and my jail sentence. I'm meant to suffer. You know what I'm saying? I'm meant to be constantly destroyed. I'm meant to be constantly knocked down. Because it's going to be a time and day to where Yahweh Shem Shai rise me up and I get to take out my enemy. You know what I'm saying? So right now I got to suffer. My jail sentence. I gotta do what I gotta do, and I love Yahweh Shem Shai. So I do the customs, I do the work. I say, forget about this world. It's not important, and if I have to, I'll abandon my family for the word. That's just what it is, and you have to make the choice before everything happens, because when it happens, you're just gonna be stagnant, like what to do, where to run. Oh, what are you doing? Snap out of it. There's so much happening. Your babies, your kids, me. You know, well, you're not even supposed to be in that life. Now, if your kids and them are in the word, then by all means, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Family, let's get up, pack your bags, and go. But nine times out of 10, if your people ain't in the word, you gonna have to make that choice. Like, hey, man, like, I gotta get on. Like, because 9 times out of 10, Yahweh Shem Yahshai kill them right along with you. He'll kill them and keep you alive. Or he'll kill you and kill them too. You got to be very careful in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why in my life, I'm making that choice. Hey, man, I might have to leave y'all behind if y'all don't repent. That's just what it is. So I get a couple of more scriptures, and then I'll bring out some more later on tonight. Because I got to go to work in like 20 to 30 minutes. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, don't mind my appearance and all that, because the world is kicking my ass, man. The world is beating me down. I cannot win. I can't win. And I got to a certain level to where I did get what I wanted, and I realized that it wasn't worth it. It wasn't nothing at all at the same time. And I didn't feel like I was winning. I felt like this was the limit. This is what people do when they have money. This is how people become. This is what it is. When you damn near, when in your world you're content and you feel like you have everything, and it's really not nothing, you know. So I chose the Lord over this world. Fuck it. Family don't want to listen. Fuck them. I'm about to get up out of here, and I'll tell them, hey, we gotta separate, because you believe in another shit, and you doing whatever you want to do. And me believing in Yahweh Shem Shai, and me stop doing what I'm doing and in my wickedness, either you gonna die or I'm gonna die with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be there when one of my family members, we running down the street and they get hit by a stray bullet. And I'm just sitting there like, it's okay, it's okay. And they bleeding and they dying to death, and they dying in my face. I'd rather to get on, and if Yahweh Shem Shai take y'all, then that's just most likely he will. He gonna take y'all. I ain't gotta see it. I ain't gotta deal with it. I don't have no kids. I'm completely lightweight. That's what you gotta be in the word. Now, for some of them that got families and they in the truth, that's good, you know. But if they not in the truth, you know what it is, man. But be lightweight, you know. Don't have no kids. If you're gonna deal with women, deal with them to a minimum. Don't even have a relationship with a woman if she not in the word, or not at all. Just don't deal with them like that. Like, you may get what you want out of them and have a little fun, but don't get into relationships. I'm telling you now, because we so close to Jacob's trouble, it's not even funny. It's best for you to be lightweight. You want to survive this shit? Be lightweight. Don't be carrying all this baggage, because this baggage will get you killed. So it says, well, woe to the day, for the day is near. Even the day of Yahweh is near. It will be a day of clouds, the time of the Gentiles. Meaning that the white people are coming to an end of their rule, and they about to be slaughtered during these times, you know. Yeah, they're going to come down on us having great wrath, but they're going to be destroyed afterwards. So they come into the end of their rule. They come into the time of their destruction, and everybody's talking about it. Everybody's afraid. That's for the 2/3. The majority of them, they trying to look the other way. They trying to pretend like whatever's going down there in Ukraine and all this stuff that's happening in the world don't got nothing to do with them. That's stupid, you know? So it says, the sword shall come upon Egypt, and great anguish shall be in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is representing the Israelites. And the slain shall fall in Egypt, and they take away her wealth, economic crash, and her foundations are broken down. Ethiopia, Libya, Lydia, all the mingled people, Chub, and the men of the lands who are allied shall fall with them by the sword, says Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And this is also talking about all the nations that are here in America that's trying to get away from their own nations being third world countries and places where they couldn't prosper, and different beliefs that they believed in that they people didn't believe in, because if they did the certain shit that they do out here, they would be killed for it in their homeland. So they come out here to do whatever the fuck they want. So it says, who are allied shall fall with them by the sword. It says, thus says Yahweh, those who uphold Egypt shall fall. Meaning that if your family is everything that we doing, there's nothing new under the sun. So what people are doing, wicked old Egyptian practices. And right now, the new Egypt is the white people, America. So these weird different practices, like you playing with different devices, ideology, you know what I'm saying? Prostitution, gang banging, you know what I'm saying? Weird real estates. You got people that get certain good jobs and just feel like they better than everybody. It's all rigged, yo. It's all rigged. Like the prophet said, you better off having a fast food job. You better off having a small waiter job. You better off being a small time janitor. You know what I'm saying? Or a cafeteria worker. You better off just being in slavery rather than going to go get these very, very high paid jobs, because they get you to hypnotizing and thinking that you are a part of the white man's world, and you're not. When this economic crash fall happens, and it's coming, you're going to be sitting up there looking stupid because everything that you put your mind and your heart and your soul into was worth nothing, my nigga. And that is what's coming. That is what's about to happen. And the pride of their power shall come down from Midgog to Syene. It says, those within her shall fall by the sword, says Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They shall fall, no, they shall be desolate in the midst of the desolate countries. And her cities shall be in the midst of the cities that are laid waste. Then they will know that I am Yahweh Shem Yahushai when I set a fire in Egypt, which is America, today. When the World War III crack off, that's what he's talking about. All the nations and all the countries gonna burn, but the main country that's gonna burn, and be destroyed completely is America, the white man's throne, Satan, the land of the bulk of captivity, and all her helpers are destroyed. On the day, messengers shall go forth from me in ships to make the careless Ethiopians afraid. Messenger means angel, you know what I'm saying? So he's talking about the chariots and the UFOs that I showed you on the last episode. If you were paying attention, you know what I'm saying? UFOs, signs in World War III, you know what I'm saying? If you got the spirit on you to watch these videos and you paying the fucking attention to the whole moral of why I make my videos and why I keep pressing on and why I tell you the truth repetitively, sorry for being so repetitive, because these things are about to come to pass, and you can't say that somebody didn't warn you. You were being dumb. You were being blind. You didn't listen to what I was telling you. You chose to watch certain videos. Certain ones were your favorite. You chose to ignore me on certain things. You needed more proof when you just didn't go on the word. This is going to get you killed. If you don't repent, and you know you're Israelite amongst you Negroes, Mexicans, and you Indians, if you don't repent, then you're grass. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the lawnmower. He gonna get you. You gonna get murdered, man, for being stupid. You don't think God will catch you? You don't even know how Yahweh Shem Yahushai works. You don't know how he works. You don't know how he moves. He could go through people to get you. He can make different things pop off. You better watch Final Destination and movies like what's another movie? Final Destination, World War III. No, I said World War III. World War Z. You know what I'm saying? Watch different movies like that. And they'll show you how the Lord worked. God not playing. And great anguish shall come upon them as on the day of Egypt, for indeed it is coming. Thank you. It's coming. How do you know that the Bible is right? Where did you get all this information from? The Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai told me. That last episode that I made last night, it destroys everything that you believe in. It destroys all your stupid little petty side excuses, your criticism, all that. That's why I created it, And it is also my secret weapon. That first video that you see of me preaching and the big chariot was coming over my head and was coming towards me, that destroys everything that you believe in. It's no more that you can come and you could try to combat against GMS and brothers like me. You can't combat us if we got proof. The word should be proof enough, but some of us brothers been blessed and bestowed to really show you here. This is what it is, man. And if you don't believe me, then I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. If you don't convert and you don't be repentant off what you just saw, then you are wicked. Then you deserve to die with your family. Then your whole family deserve to be gone. Y'all all the same. That's what I said. I just said in my mind, I'm going to be with Yahweh Shimmy Shai. But as far as I'm concerned, I got to get ready for work, so I'm going to bring out a part 2 later. And call on Yahweh Shimmy Shai by Shimmer Kakadash. And the name Yahweh Shai, like I said, if things is getting in your way, like your family, your friends, your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Kids is a whole nother different situation, you know? So, hey, man, if that's what you stuck in, you better work it out. You better convert them and find some way to get your kids into the word. Because if they not into the word, Yahweh Shimmy outside, don't mind taking them. And you be like, oh, God is mean, God is that. Oh, God is a murderer. No, he not. Yahweh Shimmy outside is very perfect in his balance, and he's not human. He don't even think like we do. So you can't just oppose him and say terrible things like that, and you don't know what you're talking about. So with that, calling Yahweh Shimmy outside and in outside, I'll bring out a part 2 later. Shalom.